And he does get spotted by a ward, so that's 3-on-3 mid. If they're able to take it, this tower might be a big difference. And they go for the flash and the ultimate onto Riven, the Infinite Duress. She's going to go down. There's the Ignite onto Gragas, and Kali takes her down. Him, rather. And the pink ward does go down. That was a nice play. And there goes Gnar, gets the double kill. He's now Mega Gnar, and he's going to be trying to chase down. The exhaust goes down onto this Lee Sin, but he does get slowed by the Mega Gnar. Is he going to be able to make it? Zephyr goes down as well. There's the 3-man flash and ultimate from the Gnar. He throws him into the wall. That's such a long stun, but then Israel does get the kill onto Ahri, and Lucian tries to walk away, but he's not able to make it. And they do ping on the dragon, but I don't think it's going to be up anytime soon. That was a heck of an exchange, and Blue actually came out on top. 3 kills, no, 4. Riven that went down as well, so 4 kills for 1 in favor of the blue team. They are trying to come back here. This is diamond level play, so a lot can. There's certainly no underdogs on either side of here. Diamond level 5v5 ranked is no joke. But here is the ultimate from Riven. Going to try and go all in onto that Gnar. Gnar does have red buff, and he has too high a health to be killed by that. So he does just kind of walk away. He has to go back. He's a Bilgewater Cutlass as well as the Brutalizer. So he's not doing too bad, and his 123 farm is not bad either. Looks like Gragas has the majority of the deaths here on our blue team. He just needs to get back and kind of really not duel Akali. I don't think he can take Akali at this point. She has 2 pretty big items finished, and there is a charm that does miss onto the Jaina, as well as the orb. Ahri, not making a huge impact as far as support. She seems to be doing pretty well with vision, and there is an orb doing a little bit of damage to Jaina, but she does miss. The red gonna go to its rightful owner, the blue team, that Brambleback. It looks like they will be giving it to probably Ezreal, I'm not really sure. And yes, he does indeed get it. Looks like they're walking right by. Red team does pick up the middle turret, so they do get a little bit more control in terms of vision. And just another tier 1 turret there, which that is their 3rd one, and they have lost 0 turrets so far. So that is a big portion of the current gold lead for the purple team. And it looks like there's going to be a 3v3. Riven's coming around. I don't know if he was spotted by that top ward. Not really sure. It's a little close. There is 5-man in the mid. There's Riven going to be coming around. They do see him. Is he going to hop away? The flash and the stun does hit, but the double hop from, oh no, the ultimate from Riven. The wind slash able to take him down with that execute damage. Just barely. And it looks like Gragas does throw the ultimate out. And there's an infinite duress under tower. And Warwick does not make it. Barely gets hit by that. And the Monsoon was not enough to heal him up. And it looks like Gragas just trying to save that while Ezreal pushes bot lane. He does get a turret out of it, but that is not enough. They're going to take 4. There's 3 people down. It looks like they do not catch that Jaina finalized. And they're going to go for this inhibitor turret. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. Ezreal is back. He does have red. He's a pretty strong Ezreal right now. He has mana immune, and he's working on another part of Trinity Force. It looks like a Zephyr goes down, and I don't think they should chase this too much. It looks like Jaina is not going to get charmed, just barely, and will he be able to get Lee Sin dead? He's going to go for it. I don't know. Arcane Shift. Oh wow, the flash comes out from Lee Sin to get away from that. Pretty well done. Is he going to go back for that Resonating Strike? I don't think so. They do kind of chase him all the way out into the jungle. There's 3 people going back here. Ezreal and Gnar are not going to be able to finish that off. Are they going to get this mid turret in time? I don't know. It would have to be. It is fairly low, but they're going to need a lot to get this down. Just barely going to go down. He doesn't actually finish it, and it looks like it just needs 1 shot, and they just want to get it so bad. But no, there goes the stun into the Ezreal. He walked right into the Riven range, and the throwback from Mega Gnar is able to get them off it at least, and a nice little boulder throw hitting Akali to slow him. She can't finish that off. But wow, they can't believe they actually left that tower alive. It is 1 shot from dying. Any old person can walk around there and just 1-shot that tower. It looks like they are going to get a second dragon as well. And I still don't see the buff, so I'm not sure what's up with that. It may or may not be patch 420. That's what we're on currently, and that's where they changed what the dragon gives you. And there is more old minions versus new minions, super minions. So that's an exciting battle. Gragas looks like he's just trying to push this top, but there is 3 additional people, including, and then Riven coming towards Gragas. There's no way he's going to be able to get out of this unscathed, and they are just collapsing on him in insane amounts. There's Akali. Akali alone's going to be too much for him. He just gets crushed. And there is another kill going to the purple team. It's 9-18 currently. They literally need 1 hit on this turret. There's nothing else that anyone can do. There we go. It goes down finally. That is the 2nd turret for the blue team, and it looks like purple's going to come around here, is going to try and get it, and he does throw a pink ward into that bush, and they seize the 2 there. There's a Akali coming around the back as well. I do expect them to engage on this, and there's a stun on Lee Sin. He's pretty low. Infinite Dress goes down as well. Ezreal gets the shutdown, but here is a Akali to try and clean up, but she takes a ton of damage, and she does get that. Oh, and Lucian gets the kill onto the Warwick. Looks like Ezreal jumps in. Is he going to be able to finish him? Yes, but they do take down Ezreal for it. So a pretty even trade so far, 2 for 2, and it looks like blue team get that, but here comes Akali trying to make it even worse, and it looks like he does use the Blade of Rune King to run away from that Akali. Poor Gnar is just not as good when he's not in his Mega Gnar. A scary man, though, when he is, and it looks like he's going to run away from that Riven. Riven did ultimate, and she's not going to need much out of it. Riven is pretty strong right now, almost 200 CS, highest in the game so far. Has quite a bit of gold to go, and it has that Hydra as well as a Last Whisper and a Brutalizer. So a lot of damage coming from this Riven. And it looks like they're just going to be backing off here a little bit. And our Soccer Gragas, which is just a lovely sight. Going to be picking up a little bit of farm, trying to help out and supplement all these things that are happening. I did not see if Lee Sin got the buff off smiting that. That would have been the big indicator as to if they were in patch 4.2. But my gut says no. I don't think they're in 4.2. The way the dragon is acting. I think they're just in the new rift. But yeah, it's hard to say. We'll have to look it up after this video, and I'll post a description into the video telling exactly when I figure out what happened, you know, what patch they're on, what the differences are. But we'll go from there, and we'll just wing it, I guess. But it looks like Gragas and Riven are very close to each other. Gragas is going to try and pick up that blue buff, while Akali and Lee Sin are kind of collapsing onto that mid, and it looks like Riven actually found him in the jungle with doing the blue buff, and there's Lucian and Akali and Ahri coming towards him. Janna trying to help out the Gnar, but I don't know what's going to happen there. It looks like are they going to pick up the blue? I'm not sure. They're just poisoning. They got minions chasing him in here, and the Sonic Wave actually lands on Ezreal. I don't see him coming to that. Riven actually flashed for a stun, does a ton of damage, and instantly takes out that Janna. A complete snipe. And so they are going to get a lot of easy damage onto this turret. Are they even going to finish it? I don't know. There is Gnar and Akali, and Gnar just cannot duel an Akali like that. True Shot Barrage goes down to try and stop these minions, and it does clear the wave pretty well, but it's a very limited option. And it looks like it is 4v5, and Ezreal getting a little tricky, a little cheeky there. But they do push him out of that. And it looks like purple team's just going to retreat and go back and spend their money. And they did do a good job of pressuring the blue team, but they didn't actually take any objectives there, other than maybe the blue buff. So we'll see if blue team can try and get. They're gonna make another push up towards mid. They do see Lucian is there, and it looks like the entire purple team has backed, and it is going to be a 4v5 if this really happens. It is not going to be a fair fight, and Janna is coming up towards the back, and they do get that mid turret, which is a very nice play, very good pickup. They need that to even out this game a little bit. 5 turrets, 3 so far. And it looks like they're going to be trying to disengage. Nara's bot lane, they do see that. Akali does get slowed by the Gragas, so they're not in too much trouble. And they are just going to try and back off and keep this away from the inhibitor turret. Are they going to go for the Baron here? No, it looks like they're going to go for a pickoff bush. And it may very well work. Oh, nice True Shot Barrage, able to scout out what they're doing. They see they're not on the Baron, so they shouldn't be making any really risky plays here. And there is a nice ward from Janna. Checks out that bush, and it is a good one. The Charm misses, and the Sonic Wave also misses. Riven's coming around the back, though, and Riven might just find an Ezreal here. Absolutely destroyed. He does jump into all of them, stuns all three. There's an Infinite Duress on to Riven, but Jan goes down. Riven goes down as well. Ahri gets crushed, but it is 4v3 now in favor of the blue. Are they going to be able to capitalize? And Ezreal jumps right into the Akali, and he didn't even know, and he got ignited, and Ezreal goes down to that Akali, and it looks like the kickback goes Gragas, and Akali is going to go down just barely, and Gnar gets out of it without dying. But Lucian and Lee are still up versus the Warwick and Gragas. I don't know if that's going to go well for either one of them. And it looks like blue team is able to push that off. Mega Gnar is going to go back. He doesn't have any health, even with his ultimate giving him that 300. And here he is. He's going to actually find Lucian sitting in the jungle doing the... Oh man, I was going to say wraiths. I don't remember what they're actually called. The birds, I guess. But that's okay, and it looks like the dragon is going to go to the blue team. Lee Sin is going to pop around there, and is he going to get it? The smite steal. He doesn't. No, he jumps into it, though, and he did use the resonating strike. He does get the war jump, and they are just going to chase him off. They're not going to try and finish that. Warwick is a pretty fast little dude when he has his E up. But that is going to be it, so they do get another dragon in favor of blue. A very nice play. They're trying to catch up here in the gold. They're only 5k behind, which is, well, they've been about that for most of the game. They're trying to come back. They're doing a fairly good job. I mean, they should really feel proud for what they've got done. They are still very much in this game, is the important part to take away from this. Can they not see that word? They can't see that word on that side. It's just not in range. It's too up against the Akali. Does jump into it. Doesn't even know he jumps into the whole team. And the Infinite Duress able to take him down. Warwick gets the kill, and it is now 5v4. Are they going to go for Baron? I don't think they should here. Janna runs right into Riven and Lee Sin, but they don't try and go onto her for it. And it looks like Ahri and Lucian are there. They are not going to go for the Baron here. It would not be a good call. Gnar is just going to split push top here where Riven comes around the side. I'm not sure if they're going to go for an actual fight. But it looks like Gragas is going in for the attack onto Ahri. She does land a charm. She has her Spirit Rush. So she's pretty safe in terms of mobility. And it looks like they're just going to push this top turret. It was... Oh, wow. Yeah, the top turret is still there. Tier 1 turret going down very quickly. And it is still 4v5. But Akali has got home guard. She's flying into the fight. And she wants to go. Lee Sin is in the back just waiting for a good opportunity to go in. And it looks like the charm does miss. So we got 5 on the Lee Sin. The kick happens onto Ezreal. And Riven does get Infinite Duress by Warwick. And it looks like Lee Sin does go down to the Gnar, gets the kill. And it's still a 5v4. But it looks like Gnar is going to go down. He does. Akali gets that kill. And she uses the Zhonya's, is able to get the charm, lands on it. But Lucian is very low. Gragas still up here. And he does body slam into the Akali. A lot of damage. The culling is able to kill that Lucian, though, but Warwick turns around, is not able to finish off the Lucian, but he does die to Gragas, and a triple kill. Double kill for Gragas. Ace with 1 left alive in favor of blue. Amazing play. That could have gone either way that entire time. It was an absolutely insane back and forth fight. There's not a lot of hard engage other than Riven in terms of in our purple team. So really, even though they had an excellent position there, they just did not come out on top. But either way, there wasn't enough for them to really get an objective for blue team. So it's not all bad for either team. We still have a very strong Akali with the Zhonya's, with the Gunblade doing a lot of damage, as well as Lucian is getting very strong at this point as well. And he did get Static Shiv, which I would say is a little bit odd. You usually see the Ghost Blade for that active. Certainly not a bad pickup. A little more for pushing and split pushing than anything else. And it looks like the purple team is going to get control of Baron over here. Baron, well, I'm not sure how it is in this particular patch, is a very very dangerous objective to go for right now. It's much stronger than it used to be. True Shot Barrage does go right through, doesn't actually kill, but it looks like Akali does get caught here, and he does use the flash, goes over into the Baron pit, and he's going to get chased down. I don't think so. Riven is top lane, split pushing. There is one teleport in the terms of Gnar. He could teleport back. Not sure. The calling goes down and does do a lot of damage to Janna, but not a lot in general. And there is the ultimate from Gragas. He does pop Lucian back, but the dash was up and he uses it. And it looks like Blue Ezreal here is going to be doing a little bit of slowing, but not a ton of damage from Blue Ezreal. That is the problem with that. Especially compared to the Lucian with Infinity Edge. It's just not there. Riven, meanwhile, has been split pushing this whole time, just murdering this inhibitor. He got the turret, and the inhibitor's about to go down. I don't know if Gnar can actually handle this fight, but he's going to try. And it looks like the inhibitor does go down as well, but Gnar's going to get the kill onto Riven. When he does get back Gnar, he certainly can duel him. So that was definitely successful in terms of the duel, but the inhibitor goes down regardless. So we got Riven. It is a 4v4 here in the bottom lane. It looks like they do get that turret though, and Gragas going straight for the infinite duress on Ahri does get splatted, and Ezra gets the kill onto that one. Are they going to be able to get this inhibitor? The teleport comes out from Gnar. He's going to make it a 5v4, at least until those two are a 5v3, excuse me. We got Ahri and Riven dead for another good 20-some seconds, so they do get an inhibitor out of this, and that is very nicely played with the teleport as well. They probably could try tanking the tower, maybe. And again, I'm not sure which patch it's on, so it might not be the more dangerous laser towers. It's kind of hard to say. Either way, it looks like they do have to go back for that top lane. It's going to start pushing into their turrets. And meanwhile, purple is pinging like they're going to go for the Baron. It really probably would be the perfect time to do so. And there is Dragon. Just kind of coming down. And it looks like they are. They're going to two-man start the Baron with Lee Sin and Akali. And meanwhile, Blue has no idea. They're just killing the Dragon. So it looks like Baron is definitely doing the abilities for his new stuff. But yeah, it is definitely hard to say. But they do get the Baron. And we'll have to see what they do to the minions when they walk to them to see if this buff is what we think it is. Empowered Recall, nearby minions are vastly enhanced, so it must be the new patch. They must be on 4.2. It's pretty interesting. We'll see how that ends up going. That this new siege buff makes the minions just absolutely indestructible. But we're not seeing the graphic for it. So then maybe this is just a glitch up in general with all this stuff going on. But what can you do? It looks like Janna just kind of teasing Lee Sin there a little bit. He does miss the Sonic Wave. He does sweep that ward as well. Janna could go back and put another ward there. It's a nice thing about Sightstone. And he actually puts a ping there to take out the Lee Sin's ward that he put. And it looks like there might be a fight here. It would be a 5v5, but Baron is on the purple team. And it's going to be pretty hard for them to actually go for. And Riven might find himself a free Janna here. Mega Gnar is up. He needs to use it if he wants to get anything out of it, but I don't think he's going to. No, he just goes ahead and goes back. And it looks like bot lane going to be pushed in. The top is going to be something to be watched, because those super minions that are actually super minions are definitely going to be trouble. And it looks like they're just going to be doing this siege bot lane. It is 5v5. Riven and Akali in the top just waiting on the sides, waiting to come in at the right time. Going to go for that sneaky engage coming around the back. And it looks like that Ezreal going to take the culling a little bit. Does take a bit of damage. Not a ton. The Janna shield able to save him pretty well. It looks like the towers are not doing the laser, but I don't know if that's just the graphic, but the damage is different. Riven jumps right onto the Ezreal and actually does not make it through. The Ezreal does get the kill. He got away from it. He was able to flash and shift, and there's an exhaust on the Ahri, though. That is not the exhaust he wanted. Akali does take down Janna with the Ignite, just able to finish that off, and it looks like Akali goes down to the Gragas, and a throwback from Mega Gnar does a bunch of damage to that, and Lee Sin gonna go after the Warwick. He flashed in for it, but it's not gonna be enough. A double kill for Gnar. There's no health on Warwick. He actually goes back. There is Lee Sin still up, taking. He actually has a whole bunch of health. But there is the Ezreal gonna be able to finish that off. There is an ace. And wow, there's still 3 alive for the blue team. Looks like they're getting to the point where they can team fight, and they're definitely winning those engagements. They definitely have a lot more CC and fighting in general. With that Mega Gnar, he just does so much in terms of team CC. Hard to argue with that pick. So the bad news is they didn't get a whole lot other than just taking off the Baron buff. They got a little bit of vision control. But overall, they didn't get a ton of objectives. They didn't get a whole lot of pressure out of that ace other than the scare of just being able to win the fights. That was largely in part to Riven flashing onto Ezreal, not being able to finish him. Now Riven's flash is down. You know, he's going to be a little bit more wary about that, I think. But we'll see how that goes from here. Looks like both teams kind of setting up mid. The inhibitors are back from both lanes. I think there should be one leftover super minion lane, at least on the bot for the blue team. But it looks like they're all going to set up mid and just go from there. And a lot of damage onto Ahri, and he does actually have to Spirit Rush away from that. Sonic Wave lands on the Gragas, but he's not going to be going in on that one. There is 4v5. Akali just went back. He got his home guards. He's flying in. I'm not sure if he's going to want to go for it. The charm does not land on anyone. They're just trying to push away this siege. And this is the good thing about Blue Ezreal. He is going to be doing quite a lot in the terms of siege. And Gragas is pretty good with the poke here. I feel like blue team's siege is a pretty strong one. And we'll see if that ends up. See, he's taking a little bit of damage from that turret. And there is the blue. With that Iceborne Gauntlet, Ezreal just kind of making people slow and being annoying. And wow, that was some nice damage from Gragas Barrel. And the True Shot Barrage takes out Ahri. What a nice shot that was, and he couldn't really do much about it. He was still slowed, and that is going to make this siege go down instantly. Well, not instantly, but much quicker. It's going to be a 5v4, and they are, in fact, infinite duressing onto that Riven, but he's not going to be enough, and Warwick is a little bit far. Akali went all the way in, so they couldn't help their Warwick. There's Riven jumping into the team, but he's not going to be able to finish off Ezreal. Ezreal got a double kill for this, and he's actually going to finish off triple kill. Is he going to make it a quadra? Yes! Quadra kill for Ezreal, and he's able to push down that middle turret, and they're going to get this inhibitor that might even be the game. Ahri's going to be up in 15 seconds. It's going to be... No, they have the minions for it. So, yeah, that looks like they're saying GG there in their all Korean-y stuff. What a nice game. That was an exciting one. Wow, it ended up 32-30. A great comeback. I'm so proud of the blue team. I actually came back from that one. And that was freaking awesome. So that was a little bit of Korean 5v5 action on our new Rift. Thanks for joining me. And you all have a great time. Oh, man. So, for anybody that happens to be with me right now, thanks for watching. I will be cutting this down before I actually put it up as a video. Let's see. Wonder if we can't find another one. Go back to OPGG. Ranked team 5v5. Oh man, that's beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into this one. Get a couple videos done today. This game has indeed just started. And I think Moonflare might have been part of our buddies from the last one. Hard to say. Ooh, and there is a Scion top. I'm excited to see that. The new Scion is a lot of fun. Holy crap. Okay, hold up. Let's calm yourselves. Calm yourselves. Oh, I just broke it. Oh, did I really break it? Alright, let's see if we can fix this, because I really want to be able to see that. You know what, if I catch it in time, we won't have to. Let's just kill this. Go back here. Oh, am I going to be able to reconnect? No. That's fine. Yes. Thank you, OPGG. Very nice of you. Oh, we can't see it. But that is okay. What can we do? A lot of action so far already, but we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. Where is our smite? Warwick is our smite. Okay. So we got Lucian, Leona bot, Corki and Janna. Oh my gosh, a throw up already. A lot of pop up from Scion. Is he going to be able to finish that? No. Not able to finish that kill, but there's an ignite. Mid lane Wukong versus Twisted Fate, and he actually stuns him down. He's at no health either way. Flashes down. Well, oh my gosh, just trying to get my stuff set up and they just won't let me. Alright, so here we go. This is another Korean 5v5. My name is Rebel Ace Zero. This is a Korean ranked 5v5, at least in the Diamond one. I believe it said Diamond 1. I kind of jumped into it fast because I know it had just started. If you ever watched my videos before, you'll know we don't always get to see the very start. But that is because we don't know people. So if you ever do ranked 5v5s, you're at least a gold team or above, and you want them to be spectated and cast, by all means. My in-game name is the same as mine on the video, so hit me up, add me as a friend. We'll see what we can set up. Anyway, looks like top lane is going to get a gank from Warwick here, and there is Scion kind of walking away. He did see that. He did have a ward down there, very nicely done. Kind of bullying it around this Rumble a bit. Rumble has run out of all of his potions already, and Scion he really is just bullying this guy. And a nice Q from him, and he's able to release it before. He's not trying to hold it for just the pop-up. Very nicely played for Scion. And we did miss. There was an early kill onto Rumble. Twisted Fate got that kill before the minions even spawned. That was at level 1. So we did miss that, and we also missed a kill that Twisted Fate got, or excuse me, that Fiddlesticks got onto Leona. So it looks like there is going to be a fight here mid again. One more auto attack, and the flash goes down, but the auto attack landed anyway. Wukong gets the kill, 2 for 2. So far, this Rumble is getting just absolutely bullied by the Sion, but here is Warwick up there for a gank at the same time. Bottom lane, there's going to be a battle. Leona did land, and it looks like he dashes out of the Phosphorus Bomb, but there's so much damage going on to Sion. Is he going to be able to get out? No, the flash goes down, and while he does get it, the passive pops, and he's under turret. The Warwick actually got the kill for that. It looks like he's just going to use it to get some more CS. Very nicely played by both parties there. Bot lane, nothing actually finished off. It looks like a lot of damage went onto Corki. In fact, did not win that match, but it looks like Lucian's about out of mana, so he's in a little bit of a dangerous spot, other than leveling up here. And again, I apologize. We got the weird minion thing going on. Bunch of super minions beating it. These are actually melee minions. I will mention when they are not super minions, but for now those are actually just melee minions. And wow, it looks like Leona taking a lot of damage from this Corki. Leona and Lucian both, and there is the Janna shield onto it, and it looks like Leona does go back into it, exhausts the Corki. Corki's not doing any damage. The tornado completely misses both of them. He tries to go into the thing, but he actually flashes out and is able to barely make it out of there. Both teams. So much stuff going on here. Oh, and a nice pop-up, but he took 2 turret hits, Sion did, to get that pulled off there. And that is a Negatron cloak, so they can't be on the patch that I thought they're on. Oh my gosh, and the shield explosion with the ignite in the mid lane at the same time. So Rumble goes down to the Sion, as well as Wukong going down to the Twisted Fate. And yeah, so this can't be patch 4.2 because there is no Negatron cloak in that patch. It's kind of hard to see what exactly they're on. I will put a link in this description as to what patch they're on and why that's so much different. Clearly, we are on this new Summoner's Rift. I'm seeing some old minions and some new ones, so it might just be a glitch on which Summoner's Rift we're in. Because I'm spectating a Korean game, they may not be on this new Summoner's Rift at all. And so maybe that's the big thing going on here. And it looks like Fiddlesticks does drain a little bit of a clone there. Corki is so low, but he is sticking around. There is the ultimate from Sion. He actually has to stop. He dodges the Leona, and he actually does slower, but is not able to do the pop-up. Just a little bit of a slow. There's Fiddlesticks doing a little bit of drain on Lucian, and the 4-man gank is a failure for their bot lane. So what a turn there. Looks like they're just going to turn it into a dragon. No big surprise. And Rumble is just kind of sticking around. Doesn't have teleport. So it is a 4v5 bottom if they decide to go for it. Looks like Red Team just trying to get a little bit of a desperation here. Looks like they were starting to lose the early game. But in comes Warwick. And he actually does finish off Fiddlesticks. He's going to turn and go get the dragon. While Sion kind of beats on these two. And another 2 kills goes. There's the Infinite Duress. And it looks like Corki got the kill onto Lucian. While Lucian got a kill onto Twisted Fate, and Exhaust goes down onto that Warwick, and he's trying to finish it off. There's a stun from Leona, able to stop that, but Sion doing so much damage, he's able to finish off that Leona, and now he's by himself against Wukong and Warwick, and he's going to try and walk out of it, and I think he can. It's going to be a tough kill. No, they do, and Twisted Fate comes in with the ultimate, is able to finish it off, and actually turret hits does not finish off Wukong, along with the passive from Sion actually does fall off. And wow, that was a pretty exciting moment there. And overall, definitely in favor of the blue team. Warwick killed Fiddlesticks, finished him off entirely, and then turned around to just finish off the dragon by himself, got the level up, and was able to go Infinite Duress onto the purple team. I mean, that was just an insane exchange. And blue team came out way ahead in that fight. Fiddlesticks still level 5. Does hand off his blue buff to Twisted Fate, though. Nicely played by both teams. Excuse me while I get a drink here. Solo casting takes a little bit more than not solo. But it looks like Leona was just kind of looking to get a ward onto that blue buff, and he actually does. He even lands a stun onto Janna, but there is 3-man Phosphorus Bomb. The Fear puts down, and it looks like a flash in from Twisted Fate. He takes that as well. It's a 4-man from the purple team, able to pick off that Leona, and now it's going to be Lucian versus 2. He's in a little bit of trouble here, and there is the equalizer. Looks like just to kill some minions, and there is Warwick, the Infinite Duress on the Sion, and they're going to try and go for it, but it looks like the heat, and he actually ultimates out of it. It goes pretty fast, and they are going to go under tower for this, and he pops up the Warwick taking a ton of damage from the turret, and it looks like Sion's going to survive at a fairly healthy amount of HP, and there is Wukong coming in as well. He's going to come in for that dive, and they're going to finish this off no matter what it takes. Fiddlesticks is coming up. He is level 6 if he can just make it in time. And it looks like he's going to pop up. He doesn't get the pop up on the Wukong, though, and he actually does get a kill onto Warwick anyway. And there is the Sion passive that's going to be trying to go for him. But no, he's not able to catch any of them, and it's just 1 for 1, as well as that top lane. Actually, that was an execute, wasn't it? Yeah, he didn't even do any damage to Warwick, so there was an execute that happened there. Fiddlesticks looks like he's coming up top. Maybe gonna try and get an ultimate off. Here he comes, and there it is. He does flash for it. He gets the Fear onto this Rumble, and he does kill him with the Drain. Finishes off Rumble. So in the end, really 2 people died on the blue team for that 3-man dive. But it doesn't look like it's going to be a huge difference either way. Black Cleaver picked up as a rushed item from Wukong, and he's actually got Moby Boots. He plans on doing a lot of roaming. He has been doing a lot of roaming and killing, and he is 4-0, so tons of gold on that side. He's got the most farm in the game at 74, even with all that roaming, which is just amazing play by this Wukong so far. And it looks like a lot of damage going for this Warwick. He's got the cooldown boots. He's got the Bilgewater Cutlass. And there he is again, top. The equalizer goes down. Infinite Duress onto Sion. Looks like Sion actually has quite a bit of HP. And he's going to not... Oh, he does slow the Warwick. And it looks like he's trying to dodge that other harpoon, but he doesn't successfully do it. And he does take him down with that gank. He's got to get some wards up top, or that's going to keep happening. And it looks like Zenith Blade misses. Here comes Twisted Fate for the dive in. They do go onto Leona, though, and a lot of damage going on to Twisted Fate himself. Lucian actually does the calling and punches it right into Twisted Fate, but a nice Monsoon. Janna pushes him away. Here comes the Fiddlesticks as well, going to just walk into tower range, and the Valkyrie from Corki going to try and finish off. He wants that Fear so bad. He does get it with the heal. It speeds him up enough, and the Drain takes down Lucian. Very nicely played by those two. Nice by the Corki to use that heal to help Fiddlesticks get in the range for that Fear, that Terrify. So it looks like mid lane, Wukong, meanwhile, did take down that turret, but it looks like Purple's going to get the bottom turret as well. A little bit of advantage for blue team in that regard. They open up that mid lane and the vision a bit, and in fact, he finds a pink ward, excuse me, chilling there in that river that he did take out. Nicely played. Excuse me. A little bit thirsty on that one. So, yeah. In comes the Sion again, and his shield is just really good. Nice dodging of the harpoons from Rumble there. And Sion is just scary at this point. He throws back those minions, and wow, I don't know how he missed that pop-up, but he did. And it looks like he's going to throw more minions into Rumble. And what are we getting from Sion here? It looks like he's building a Spirit Visage to start off, which is a little interesting. I don't quite understand that. I mean, I understand the magic resist coming in order to deal with Rumble. That makes entirely a lot of sense. And there is the equalizer down. He's walking right into it, and again Warwick is going to come up, and he does Infinite Duress, but the ultimate was perfectly timed that it pops him right out of it. That was very nicely done by the Sion, and even with all of that, Sion is just kind of surviving comparatively, and here is Twisted Fate up top. Meanwhile, Wukong found Jaina in the jungle, and he gets unstoppable, but Twisted Fate and Sion are trying to fight this, but no. And here comes the Fiddlesticks with the ultimate. He does get the caw and kills Rumble, goes down. 1 for 1 up top, but now they're chasing down Warwick. No, he walks away.